Thanks for getting back to Dr. Finance, right? It's time to celebrate the whole year of 2021 and beating the 700 plus subscribers in my channel. Yes, already it's 750. Let's go to 1000. 가자! Right. So the biggest news over the year is that I was very lucky. I'm grateful that I was able to publish a book, the first book in my lifetime, right? 부자관상기술, yes, through Sam and Pakos publisher, one of the biggest publishers in Korea. And this book is about the recent advancement in fintech using alternative data. Even though it uses the word 관상 over here, this is for 낚시 purposes. It's drawing more attention so that the people will grab this book and see, ooh, what is it, right? Instead of dropping, right? So that's all about marketing. But yeah, so this tells you a lot about my research as well as the what I cover in my behavioral finance and fintech class. By the way, that behavioral finance and fintech class, I'm going to teach in the spring semester instead of fall semester in 2022. Okay? Because of some administrative issues in my, business school, in the program, and then summer semester for international students, right? International special program. I'm going to teach behavioral finance and fintech as well. It's psychology for fintech, right? Title is like that. So I hope you like it. And then now, anybody interested in taking my class in the future, go ahead and read this book during your vacation time, right? It will trigger your intellectual curiosity, hopefully, in finance, fintech, overall quantitative trading or whatever, right? Alternative data and then all this kind of stuff, or short selling even, right? So GameStop issue, yes, it's also here, yes. And and a couple of things to share with you briefly. Over the past year, I was also busy, partly because of writing this book. It's been really demanding, right? I thought it will not take much time compared to my research, but compilation as well as editing, all those process was non-trivial. Number two, I was also busy with, teaching stuff. Number three, I was also busy with administrative work. Finally, I am done with the finance area coordinator job. Okay, so I'm free from now on, right? So I'm very happy about that. I'm very proud and I was very honored to serve that position. But for my research purpose, I'm happy to be back, right? Okay, yeah, and that's partially why I was kind of late in celebrating more than 700 subscribers, right? And then, what am I proud of achieving this year? Well, remember my New Year resolution, right? January 1st, I told you that I'm going to read through those English Bible, right? Cover to cover, right? Every single day. Every day I'm shuffling. Every day I'm reading, right? So I was doing that. I have to stop it. I have to stop singing songs. Oh no. Anyway, so I like that part, right? Why did I do that? To understand thoroughly about the Western culture, right? And then for Korean Global Business Administration undergraduate students, we strongly encourage them to read Western classics, European classics, right? Shakespeare or all those kind of, as if we are in a liberal arts school, right? But the classic of the classic must be Bible or Greek myth kind of things, maybe. But for me, right, it's Bible. So why don't I read it myself as a showcase and demonstrate you, right? That's what I was doing. Number two reason, that was my, religious part of it, myself, right? but I have no intention to discriminate anybody simply because of religion or anything. Don't misunderstand that, right? I, have solid understanding of the importance of diversity, so don't worry. But that was also, it was like quite rewarding experience. Not to fall for possible mistakes. We are all weak human beings, right? It's my actually second time reading the Bible, English Bible. It's each time I read it, a new thing comes up to my mind. I learn new things, so I was very happy to do that. I strongly encourage you to do this. My daughter, right, has been listening to my Bible in my YouTube every day, almost. Not almost, but also my father-in-law. So I would like to say I'm thankful. I thank you guys for listening to my Bible reading. And next year, what am I going to do? Well, I don't know. I will may focus much more on research so that I may not read anything. Maybe I may read some of the famous classic economics, finance research papers, right? That I'm interested in, or that I feel like that's great, right? Maybe the abstracts and introduction part of it, right? So that can be one thing I have in my mind, right? But I don't know if I will be, so much, persistent compared to Bible reading. I'll try. And then if I keep on reading those finance classics, research papers, I guess that will be consistent with my identity as Dr. Finance, right? Instead of Dr. Strange. What are you doing this strange stuff instead of, right? So that's what I'm going to think about. Okay. And then over the past years, there were many, many grateful things I wanted to celebrate. For example, the guest speakers that I was able to invite, the Bain CEO, right, in Korea, Mr. Lee Jin, right, came here and talked to the students about the consulting and in M&As. And then a lot of, I was also very honored to be the coordinator of the speech by Lucian Bebchuk in Harvard Law School. That was in November. I was very honored to do that. And then I was able to host a lot of famous guest speaker in my lecture, in my class. For example, Kang Hwang-guk, Mr. Kang Hwang-guk. He talked about the quantitative trading stuff. He's a famous YouTuber who is able to speak in English and German as well. So my exchange students were very happy. So I'm going to try to host him a couple of more times in the future as well. And then I was also receiving some of the questions and fan letters kind of things from different audience, right, in different schools. Korea University student also one time gave me an email about it, his questions. Also, some high school students also was giving me some questions, so I was happy to answer them. It was about the curriculum of business education. Like, why isn't business education or economics education in the college not as much interesting as the YouTube lectures that we see, like famous YouTubers, is much more fun to watch, right? But I said, college education, it's more about the building blocks, or fundamental building blocks, right, for your understanding. So that's why it's not that fun, but it's, something you cannot miss, right? And then next year, what am I going to teach? Well, in the spring semester, I told you fintech and behavioral finance, right? Both in graduate school and in GBA. And then in summer as well. Fall semester, I'm going to teach portfolio management in Korean language, and then international finance in English, right? Which I also already have. those English lectures in the YouTube. So you can pre-study, preview those things and come back to me, and then we can do some, I don't know, flipped learning kind of things, maybe, right? So that's what I have in my mind. Portfolio management, what am I going to teach? Well, it's going to be in Korean language. So I am afraid the international students will not be able to take it, but it's going to be about exclusively about machine learning and algorithmic trading kind of stuff, or asset allocation kind of stuff using Python. Okay, so that's what is coming up over the next year. All right, so that's that. I hope you enjoy your winter and stay warm. All right. And then thank you very much for your kind attention. And then let's keep on working hard. Yes. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.